All right. Good. To me, it's still Saturday night, even though it's 12:50 a.m. Sunday morning. For me, it's Saturday night, but Paul Fay joins us as Saturday morning for him, or Sunday morning for him, definitely. So, gave up a night of drinking, song, and debauchery. So, so coming on a bit early though. Paul should be along here in about 10 minutes or so. So, I'm gonna do a little baseball tonight. Paul has it's a perfect game project, I guess it is. So tell us more about it. I guess we're going to play a game or two or something like that. See what's going to happen. So hopefully, I'm seeing a lot of really good feedback in the Facebook group about this the latest version of Pocket Pennant Run Baseball, codename Betty. I like that. I like that. So we got two people watching here. So I better get this link in the chat. Well, I'll wait till Paul shows up. He'll type hello, hello, hello. So no pregame show here or no pregame prep like Bernie and I do. We're just gonna jump into it and wing it here. Hopefully, a few people will show up. That would be very, very nice indeed. 'Tis but a scratch. So yeah, this new update, great. Has a lot of makes the game really purty, and some other things, obviously, and upcoming updates, man, custom leagues and things like that. Um, so looking forward to that, and yeah, it's gonna be excellent, excellent, excellent. Really, really do love this game. The more granular kind of ratings are coming, and I just can't wait for the scheduler and the, being able to, do seasons, everything within the game, with teams that you can create either from the database or any way that you want to, really. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it already is. So, boy, not only is it the only full fledged baseball sim that fits in the palm of your hand, um, this is the only cards and dice game that I know of that really, really that has this accompanying software with it that is really a platform even all on its own that just allows you to do some pretty amazing things without spending a lot of dosh. So that's always important because these days I don't know who has a lot of dosh, but I know I don't. I know I don't. So yeah, we're just wait for Paul to show up, and should be a few minutes. You know how those Brits are? They're always punctual. They're always punctual. Even Scousers are punctual. And so just talk for a few minutes. So here we are. We're getting down to the end of the 2025 regular baseball season. About 3 weeks to go, and so hoping beyond hope that we do not have a New York LA World Series. I don't think the New York part of it will, but we'll see. So hopefully you've enjoyed the season so far, and looking forward to, of course, on this channel, baseball is all year round. So for me, the season, there he is. He's here. Yeah, punctual. Actually, you're early, but that's okay. That's all right. Brits are like that. So let's get Paul on here. Paul Fay. I'm just going to put a link in here, Paul, for you to click on at your leisure. At your leisure. Right? So, all right, and there it is. So he is here. So again, sacrificing a night of drink, women, debauchery, song, all for the love of baseball. So never doubt my commitment to this game. Although I don't know what Katie Casey would think about that. So, um, yeah. So Paul says he's just remembered to turn his YouTube sound off, so that we don't get the echo, echo, echo. Because it drives me crazy too. When I've done that. So Paul will tell you guys a bit about his perfect game project, but I will say that I think it's fitting that my backdrop picture here is a ballpark in which not even a no hitter, let alone a perfect game, was ever pitched, and its history between 1909 and 1970. And that, of course, being Forbes Field. So there we go. All right. So we're going to have Paul tell you guys a little bit about this project and all that fun stuff once he turns off his YouTube sound and joins us. So here's some scratching in the background. That's my cat. Says link no good. Well, that sucks. Let me try that again. Because it should be good because it's like right from here. So it says invite guest. Maybe I should have one that says invite Scouser Wanker or something like that. But now let's regenerate the guest URL. Yes, let's regenerate it. The URL will become permanent. There, this or whatever it will be. Okay, let's see. On this EVMUX business. Yep. Control V. Let's give her another shot there, Paul, and let's see if it works. So we're waiting. 8 people breathlessly waiting right now as we speak. Pretty amazing. Just before 1 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So we hope that we have Paul, because I don't use any other streaming software. So if I was using OBS, you can't have guests on there. So, Paul, we hardly knew you, lad. So anyhow, so Paul, his name's in the credits here now. Paul has been he's been a huge driving force behind Pocket Pennant Run, not only in a lot of stress testing, beta testing, everything like that, but a lot of the ideas that have been implemented into this game. Thankfully, as developer Craig Harris says, that Paul's brain. There, let's add you to it, man. Okay, nobody can hear you except me. So, are you ready? Of course you are. Here we go.
I'm here.
All right, everybody, welcome Paul Fay, beta tester and madman for Pocket Pennant Run Baseball. How you doing, Paul?
I'm good. It's early in the morning. I've had my breakfast. Everything's happy.
Okay, and you fed the animals and everything like that?
I've appeared as Pablo. That's what everybody in the family calls me.
All right. I think I have to turn you up a little bit. You're a little low. I'm
Okay.
Unless
might
if
be
you,
my end. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's give it a go here. Sing Maggie May from the Beatles or something, and we'll be all right, I think. Yeah.
Oh, apparently you just took control of my computer.
No, I did not. In fact, I'm just sitting
here. Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I think it's important that everybody else hears you, though.
Well, that's as loud as I can go.
Oh yeah, I think that'll be good. I mean, there's no. So, Paul, what is this project? You want to tell all and sundry?
Okay, I just thought it to be. It was down to you really, because I've watched a lot of your videos about Dead Ball era, and Ken Castro produced that Providence team, which I played a couple of games with, and much to my surprise, I found it interesting. Don't get me wrong, I love baseball history, but I didn't expect to love the style of playing Dead Ball so much. And I know I'm different to you, that I do like modern baseball, but right. I do agree. Like, I played the game yesterday with Abba, and every game you play is either everybody's struck out or walked or home run. You know what I mean? It's just
in the modern game, yeah.
And it was a joy to be able to bunt and hit and run and take risks at every second and more errors, etc. And we did actually change the errors based on my reports from those games in the Dead Ball era, and I just enjoyed it. So I decided it'd be a good project to, over a couple of months, play every perfect game in history.
Wow!
And on the Japanese site, I'll be playing on their site every Japanese game as well, perfect game that they've had. And all with Pocket Pennant Run, and because you can play every Japanese game as well. And also, I thought that the rules are quite simple. Whichever pitcher performs the best gets my all-time history perfect game trophy, whatever, you know.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
the weird thing is, I think I'm up to number 5. In the first 4, the perfect game's gone in the first couple of at bats. So that's that. And only Ward from, I think he was the second one ever. Second. Let me just have a look. I've got the list here. I think
Well, I
Ward,
mean, it just again just shows how rare these are.
1880. 1880. Yeah,
Right.
Ward.
Yep.
He's the only one that John Ward. He's the only one that's won so far with 3 hits,
Wow.
and yeah, 3 hits and 3 walks he gave up. So, uh, but this next game, I believe we're going to play is one of the most interesting, actually, the Charlie Robertson game from.
Okay.
Did I send you the date?
Now you can
Thursday.
just put it right on here. But I think before we get into it, yeah, I just want to make just some
Sorry,
comments
sorry.
that no, I mean that that one of the cool things and why I want to do a kind of pick a game, a date in history is one of the coolest things about this is that you don't have to, like, unlike any other baseball game out there, you have to load the entire season just to play a game, and this is nice. Just pick anything from baseball history and play it. And I love that. And I know you're not at liberty to talk about some of the ideas that are popping around, but boy, there's some really really good ones. You've heard me many times say I'm really waiting for being able to do these more custom league type projects and stuff like that. I'm really itching to do that all within game. I don't want to use an external scheduler or anything like that. So really looking forward to that. Not to hurry you guys or anything like that, but you guys have done a fantastic job. You truly have, Paul. Just wanted to say that again.
As I've said before, it's all down to Craig. Really, he just I come up with the ideas, and he says his first day he always says he can't do it, and then 2 days later he comes back and he's done it. He told me board game assistant would never work. He told me pictures would never work, and then he just goes around. He just goes and does it. And so it's really down to the fact that he's a developer that listens. I mean, someone said to me the other day that they didn't believe me that I said we're 2 hands because Matt's developing his own golf game at the moment, so Matt's not really involved uh,
Okay.
with any, and because the idea is for them to have a whole uh, raft of games, really, not just pocket pen and run baseball. I know that doesn't interest you, but there'll be. I'm writing horse racing because that's my speciality.
Okay.
I've been the equivalent of a sports trader for 20 years, and and I've developed a hockey game, ice hockey game, is for Brits, and but someone said to me the other day, you need to use your team to move things along. I said, team? There's 2 hands, and I know Craig won't mind me saying it. He's not in the best of health, so some weeks he can only work for like 1 or 2 days.
Sure.
I can't pressurize him by uh, scheduling, because that is my. You were mentioning as a joke before about Brits and
Hmm.
punctuality. And yeah, my wife's always gone berserk. I mean, I'm the person that's there 2 hours before her. Something. I was listening to you, but I wouldn't come on till the time. It's just a Brit. It is a Brit thing,
Yeah.
And, so, I mean, I've got a schedule in my mind when these things
Hmm.
happen, and we had a big argument, me and Craig, because I don't like missing schedules, and he was really ill, but he worked like a dog for 2 weeks and got this latest release out just one day late.
Well,
Uh,
it's a banger. It's a banger. It really is.
I'm really proud of him for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I just give a shout out to someone?
Please do. Please
And this
do.
is about the pictures. He just reminded me this morning. He wasn't asking for a shout out, but I must just give him a shout out. The dead ball pictures, and a guy called Andy Pakskowski, he posted all these dead ball pictures for me, any missing ones I had in Action PC forum. on I think you say Delphi, don't you? We say Delphi
Right.
Forums, and I just wanted to thank him.
Well, it depends on which side of the pond I'm on, but yeah. So a huge shout out. Yeah, thank you for
Yeah,
that.
he's cleaning up a lot more. The pictures are going to get better as time, and he's just downloaded Betty, and he's going to clean the pictures up for us, and
Nice.
so we'll upload those when we get them. So you've really created interest in that dead ball era for me and Craig as well, really.
I mean, it's really thanks to this community. But that makes me happy, because these stars deserve to be remembered. Um, so let's have some fun here, Paul. I guess we'll just do the pick and print part and just put in the date that we want. Yeah, make
No,
that.
oh, sorry, yeah, okay, yeah, it's 1922, and
Do we have the date? The whole date?
I've got the exact date. Yeah,
Okay, so our month is.
no, you don't have to do that. You don't do that.
Oh, well,
Close,
can't. Oh, you want to do it differently because this is the way I would do
yeah,
it. But all right,
no, close that
all right.
because I'm going to ask you to send me the game file after you see.
Okay. So how do you want to do this?
Just close that there.
We're gonna close
Go,
this. All right.
yeah, go back to the main. Go back to the choose 1922 on there.
Okay. Well,
That,
I'm on the main screen now.
you were on the right one then. Third menu button.
Right. Okay. Blink there.
I can't
So
see
you
it.
just want me to put in 1922. We're just gonna do it that way.
Yeah, we can't see that now because yeah, that's it. Yeah, just either go to the buttons at the top or type in 1922 there.
Okay. And we're just gonna load the season schedule. Is that what you want to do?
No, load team schedule.
Okay. I need to select the team.
Yeah, the team. Well, either of the teams. It's the White Sox. You can choose.
Chicago White Sox. All right. Let's do this and load their team schedule. Boink. There we go. As we look at glorious Forbes Field. All right.
And we're gonna load team schedule. Um, and we want to go to April 30th.
All right. We shall
And
do that.
the score was, I think it was 2-0.
Here we go. Yep, 2-0.
Two,
There it is.
yeah,
That was against the Tigers.
that's the
All
one.
right. All right.
So highlight that.
So remember, there's unlike StreamYard, there's a 6-second delay with what you're seeing.
Oh,
So it's
oh,
yeah.
okay.
So that's going to be a bit of a drag. All right. So you should be seeing the lineup screens.
Okay, let me just check those lineups, please. Blue, Cobb, Beach, Hellman, Jones, Whitney, Marion, and yeah, they're spot on. They're spot on those.
Good.
Yeah, that's right. So just play game day now. That's it.
All right. So now let me ask you a question because we're playing in the 1920s. Are you doing anything to change, like pitcher fatigue or anything like that? Or are you leaving it
Oh,
at modern
yeah,
baseball 7?
good point. Good point. I always forget this. Yeah, go to change away picture, starting picture on that
Okay.
screen.
All right.
Well remembered.
Thank you. One tries. You've got to let me know who is where or what or what
So
pitcher.
it's still Robertson. You choose Robertson again.
Okay. And we want to bump him from a 7 to what?
And that I've spoken to all the others who play, and they've just
9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose-
Do the
choose-
same for the home pitcher.
Uh, uh, yes, 9. Yes.
Okay. And that was Herman Palette. Is that how I say his
Yeah.
name?
I'm just checking.
Palette.
It's changed. Yeah. So this is This is
Oh no, he was a relief pitcher. I'm sorry.
no.
No,
No.
it is Pillette. It is Pillette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something about this game because it was when I was looking through them. It was one of the most interesting ones because this was only Robertson's second start in the majors, and he threw a perfect game.
Wow.
And the
That's
team he pitched against included, well, you'll see,
well. Let's see if history can somehow. Wouldn't that be amazing? Let's make it happen.
included Ty Cobb, and it was controversial because the Tigers complained that he was doctoring the ball throughout the whole game, and they even collected all the balls from the game and sent it to the league afterwards, to the league president, which was Ban Johnson, and
Uh-huh.
he found no trace of tampering, and he never did better than this season. Robertson, he won 14 and lost 15, so that's
So
shocking.
for just for historical context, so Ray Chapman was killed by a Carl Mays pitch, which again most baseball historians say it was not a spitball. The spitball wasn't a fast pitch, but
Yeah,
that was 1920. So it was ruled that any pitcher that was using a spitball or Dr. Ball could continue to do it. So the rule was kind of grandfathered in.
yeah, yeah,
Burley,
yeah.
Burley Grimes was the last legal spitballer. So this pitcher would not have been allowed to doctor the ball, spitball, scuff ball in any way. So just offering some historical context. This is just 2 seasons after Ray Chapman's death.
Ah, that's it. That's interesting. Now, there's,
Mm-hmm.
there's another, just one last point before we start. Uh,
Sure.
the catcher in this, Ray, because I do some background before I play these games.
Uh-huh.
The catcher in this, Ray Schalk, he caught this. I think that's how you pronounce it. He
Yeah,
caught.
sure.
He caught this game, and the record three other no hitters. And to every catcher for the rest of his life who caught a no hitter until he died, he sent a telegram of congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
He was he wasn't, we think of modern catchers, I mean, like when I say modern, so anything after dead ball or 20s, so we think of people like, Roy Campanella, Johnny Bench, what have you, as but Ray Schalk was really, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Great defensive catcher, was a great leader on the field. Baseball, s- a lot of fans like sort of look at the offense side of baseball and not so much defensive numbers. But Ray Schalk, definitely, nicknamed Cracker, definitely deserving of the Hall of Fame. As AP joins us, it's been a while since we've seen you, AP. Welcome in. We're going to do a little pocket pennant run here with Paul Fay doing a perfect game project. So we're doing every perfect game, Major League Baseball, also Japanese baseball. So Japanese baseball's out of my bailiwick, as it were.
Yeah,
So
I did. I post that only in the Japanese forums, so because there's limited interest in there.
right.
But I'm quite into it.
All right. Well, let's get underway.
Yeah,
I don't know whether how this is going to work as far as seeing things in real time. How is the new pocket pennant run? Well, for one thing, AP, you're looking at it now. We are missing a picture here of Eddie Mulligan, so I really need to check my pictures file and maybe
yeah. There'll be
send to
more coming.
Craig. Yeah. So
I just
I probably already have this guy somewhere, but
I just didn't have time to put them all in, to be honest.
right,
If anybody finds them, send them me, and we'll add them. People can add them into their um,
right.
custom pictures folder, and then you've got them in. They'll appear in any game.
So, AP, what's been added really quickly has been player photos, player names in the field. You're going to see little meeples, which are customizable, by the way, people. So, very easy to do. Lots of quality of life improvements, including if you're looking at. There's Aaron Reed. So, if you don't mind, Paul, just giving these guys a real quick recap.
Yeah, sure.
Um, yeah. So, another thing that I've wanted for a long time that it's finally in the game is a graphical representation of pitcher handedness. Okay, so we can see here, for instance, Herman Paulette is a righty, and if you look on the mound, and we're playing in advanced rules, but you can still see even if you were playing basic. So you can see that it's on the pitcher's right. So his little fielding rating over there, if that was a lefty, would be on the other side. So your right, his left. So I really, really, really love that, and the players' names on the field makes it a lot. I don't know, just more immersion. Of course, you guys know the logos have been here for quite a while. One other thing, I don't know, Paul, you had mentioned in the Facebook group, and so guys, when you do a game ID, right, Paul, am I still correct that you still should put in your own game ID? Don't use the default. Is that correct? or has that
Yeah,
been fixed?
it's been fixed on my version, but because it's such
Okay.
a minor change, I just
Right. Right.
decided to advise because to save people downloading the new file.
Right.
So we're waiting to see if there's any other. And to be honest, I found just one other minor thing. Well, the other thing that's not working, and we forgot, is because nobody uses it and everyone hates it. The Ghost Runner is not working properly.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I don't care if it never works.
because Craig has gone with this fancy score sheet with all the colours, it didn't like it that it went back to. So he was going to change it to the other version of
Hmm.
score sheet that everyone loves, but that takes a lot of work. So
Well,
that's
see, that
all.
just proves how badly Ghost Runner just it
Uh,
sucks. Yeah. So
okay,
even the game knows it.
I can't be the White Sox, by the way.
You cannot be the White Sox. Okay.
And there's two teams I hate here. The White Sox. Hate is a bad word. I shouldn't
That's
use
a
it.
strong word. Yeah.
I don't hate any team, but yeah, well,
Well, I do, but
no, well, I won't mention them on here. But no, I don't hate either. But they're not two of my favourite teams. I've seen the White Sox play quite a lot of times. So if you don't mind, will you be the White Sox? And
um, I don't mind. I'll be the White
and
Sox.
do you want to change the options so we don't have pitcher warming because otherwise we'll delay. And with the delay,
Okay, so you just want to go normal on the options? Is that
on
right?
just not.
For pitchers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Okay, so there we go. We've turned that off. I do have to say that one and you've heard me say this many many times. One of the this is the only digital baseball game I ever play with a pitcher warm up rule. All the other ones I don't. This one I love the way it does it. I yeah, all the time. This would be really the first time I've played this ever since that has come into being, where I don't use a pitcher warm up rule.
You
So
know
here we
why?
go. Yeah,
You know why that makes me happy, don't you?
is your idea?
Yeah, I designed that. I designed that because
It works perfectly, and
I was unhappy with most warming systems that other
yeah,
digital games had.
yeah, I don't like them at all. And then when this was, and when this was implemented, I'm like, I've got to try it, and I was sold. And I will not. I mean, we'll do it tonight for brevity's sake, but I
Yeah.
won't play this game now without the pitcher warm up rule in effect. It's brilliant. So,
Okay, okay,
ah,
Miss Your Beatles. Can I change my fielding settings, please?
yeah, 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 yeah. So you're the Tigers. All right, let's do this here, and let's
Just make
do.
the outfield two, 4, and 6, please.
You want the outfield 2, 4, and 6. So let me just see what we're doing here. All right. So we've got two. So we're just going to move Ty Cobb over to 4, right? First thing.
Left field to 2.
So he's going to be in there, and then we want to
Just
put, and we're going to put Heilman over in 6.
yeah,
Looks
just
like
change
it.
those. Just change those bottom 3 to 2, 4, and 6.
All right,
Change,
you got it.
change left field to 2 as well.
Yep, there we go. So don't forget, guys. That's another thing that you can do. Is change the position of all your fielders. All right, I guess we're ready here, Paul.
Yep.
Yeah. So again, were you able to see those changes in real time? I'm just trying to get a sense of the time difference here.
Pretty quick. Yeah, just a
Okay,
couple of
good,
seconds.
good, good,
Just a
good.
couple of seconds.
All right, good. Because you should be able to actually see inside here as opposed to looking at YouTube. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All right, just for fun's sake, let's do this. So the starting defense for the 19, we were playing in 1922, and this was the year that the St. Louis Browns, one of my favorite teams of all time, finished second to the New York Yankees, just a game back. What a monster team they were. But we're playing in 1922. This is the Chicago White Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. Again, taking part in Paul's perfect game project, and this was a perfect game. So at first base we have Lou Blue. At second, George Cutshaw. At short, we've got Topper Rigney, and at the hot corner we have Bob Jones for the Tigers. Bobby Veach is in left field. Ty Cobb is in center, and over and right, Harry Heilman. So a very, very, very strong outfield. Heilman more known for his bat, but an incredible, incredible outfield. Um, all right, and Clyde Mannion is behind the dish, and we're ready to go here, are we not, Paul?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, leading off
It's
here for the White Sox is Eddie Milligan. So, all right, we're just gonna swing away. Here we go. Theoretically speaking, there we go. All right, and this is going to be a 5 off the batter card, and this is going to be a grounder. I'm not going to try to call the whole game. So, cut Shaw to Lou Blue for out number
yeah,
one.
yeah. You just play. You just play until unless I want anything done.
All right, I will do that. I will do that. All right, well, one down, and brings up Harvey McClellan. McClellan was a 225 hitter in 1922 with 2 home runs. All right, so Paulette looks in, has the sign, and here is the pitch. And this is a batter 7. And this one is going to be a fly ball down the right field line. Heilman ranging over, taps the glove once, twice, and makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. And coming to the plate now is the great Eddie Collins. So, wrong picture for Eddie Collins, but we're not going to kick about that. So, question, Paul, really quickly, not to break the game rhythm, but one of the things that the Action PC baseball does well is if the incorrect photos assigned in game, you can reassign the photo. Do you think there might be a point in time down the line that
Well,
that can be done? Since this is
well,
Eddie Collins Jr., not
yeah.
his dad.
I woke up last night, not last night, the night before, thinking about this. This is how sad we are, isn't it?
Yeah,
I woke up thinking we need the final modules that will be done at the end of the year will be on the team, um, the, the team manager module, and I definitely want something in there that you can change the player's picture,
nice.
similar to Action PC. And also, you've hit another point there. The program was running into problems with juniors, but that picture was probably given to me. I take back every praise I gave to Andy before for supplying those pictures. Whatever picture was given there, that it was.
So we have a Scouser and we have a Welshman in here now. MV, how you doing, MV? It is great to see you. Cheers, my friend. So here we go. All right. So here is Eddie Collins. So Collins, of course, one of the greats of all time, hit 324 in 1922, a home run, stole 20 bases. So we're toward the end of Eddie Collins' career, but still a force to be reckoned with. All right, Paulette ready to go. 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And here is the pitch. And this is going to be a range play out to short. So Topper Rigney over and up with it for a 6-3 putout. So 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The Chicago White Sox nothing, and the Detroit Tigers coming to bat. Leading off here, Lou Blue. And so Paul will interrupt me. He's playing as the Tigers, so he'll interrupt me when he wants to do some things. So Lou Blue hit 300, 6 home runs for him. I keep looking for RBI, and they're not here. So hopefully
Are you,
someday.
are you moving your outfield?
Uh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to move Strunk over to. I'm going to move him over one. I'm kind of fine where Johnny Mostel is, but yeah, thank you for reminding me. I get so used to just calling these games, you know. All right, so let's
Sorry.
move. Let's move Amos over one. Amos. I'm going to move him over to 4. There we go. All right, that looks a little better. Actually, you know what? I am going to move Mostel over 1-2 now. Bah.
Yeah, because the default is you need to change
Yeah.
centre field back as well.
Yeah, I'll change center field back
So
to
back to four, yeah.
yeah, there we go. All right. We're okay here now. We're good cuz Amos Strunk can cover a lot there. All right. And Parallel Leagues is 1922. I remember it well. Most people would know that date because of that movie, but there we go. All right, here's Lou Blue. All right. And starting today for Kid Gleason and the Chicago White Sox is Charlie Robertson. All right. And here's the
His
wind
fourth, his
and
fourth
the
major league
pitch.
start.
And this one is going to be a lefty righty, but with Lou Blue being a switchy, it's just going to come off the batter's card. And this is going to be a fly ball left field. So Johnny Mosto camps under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. All right. Striding to the plate now, George Cutshaw. Cutshaw with a 257 average and 2 home runs. All right, Robertson has the sign from Ray Schalk, and we'll do the starting defense for the White Sox when we get to the next inning. All right, and this one swung on. This is a batter 10, and base hit. Base hit into right field. This one gets to the alley. But Amos Strunk getting the ball quickly into the infield. And there we go. One of the famous meeples right there. All
I
right.
told you, no perfect game pitcher has got out of the first inning yet with a perfect game.
You're right. So there we go. All right. So
Okay,
brings up Ty Cobb. What do you want to do here? You got some speed on it first.
uh, uh, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll try and let me have a look at his steal rating. The runner first.
He's a B.
Yeah, well, in the spirit of the time, we're going to go for it.
All right. We're going to go for a steal. All right. And we're going to steal against Chalk, who's an A. Are you sure you want this?
No.
No. Okay. So could not get a good jump. All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Cobb in at the plate. Ty Cobb. What a season in 1922. 401 average. All right. Cobb digs in that famous split handed grip on the bat. And Robertson kicks and deals. And this one is hit pretty hard to short. Here we go. And that is going to be a ground ball. And we're going to have a lead runner play. So let this window pop up. Oh, I must have hit it wrong. My goodness, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. Click it again.
Yeah, there we go. Just bring it right back up.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so this is ground to short, lead runner. Boy, it's late where I am. There we go.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
All right. All right, coming to the plate now is Bobby Veach. Bobby Veach, 327 average, 9 home runs. Bobby Veach, one of the forgotten, just superb players of his time. All right, here we go. Lefty in the box now. So, and here is the wind, and here is the pitch. And this one is hit out towards center field. No, wait a minute. No, cutting it off at second base is Eddie Collins. And that is going to be the final out of the inning. So we're off to a good start here. No scores. We head to the top of the second inning. Harry Hooper, Hall of Famer, will lead it off for the Chicago White Sox. Hooper hit 304 with 11 home runs in 1922. All right. So Pillette has the sign, and here's the wind and the pitch. And this one is a left-right, so no, it's just going to be straight off the batter card 10. And this is going to be a base hit into right, getting into the alley again. All right. So runner on first, and let's get a batter up there. There we go. Got a little bit of weird. There we go. Johnny Mostel. If I can make a quality of life improvement request, if not necessarily have to scale the fonts, but it'd be nice to maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there'd be another color like a brighter yellow or something. It'd be easier to see. Just asking, but no biggie. So Howman, yep. We're gonna do a steal, and yep, and safe. All right. So Chicago White Sox now the runner in scoring position in the box now. Johnny Mostel, Dwayne Martz joining us here as Parallel League says shock and awe. He says I was on your channel today, but there's no audio. So wow, Dwayne, I hate when that happens. So AP Paul's or Paul AP is asking if you've been following some of the Eurobasket games being played in Cyprus.
Well, actually, I'm not really into basketball, but I was going to go to a couple of games just to. But the price here, wow, it was like let me think the equivalent of dollars. It's about 200. It was about $200 to go to a game.
Well,
when you consider the average wage in Cyprus, not my average wage, obviously, but the average wage in Cyprus is like about 700, 600 to $700 a month.
Well, being Eastern Orthodox, maybe I could write to the Metropolitan of Cyprus and see if we can do something about those prices.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of pushback against it.
I'm sure.
the only sport people are interested in Cyprus is football really.
Yeah, MV.
Soccer.
So yeah, MV, the little men on the field, the meeples. Yeah, they are wearing the uniforms of their teams, and the good news is these are very easy to edit as well. So yep, that's one of the new additions to Pocket Pennant Run in this new version, codename Betty. So of course, player picks. We don't have all the player picks for the earlier players yet, but player picks, meeples, and you can even change the names in the field to have meeples out there just for just show it to you just really quickly so you can see. All right, let's do this. So all we do is do player icons toggle. So there you go, wearing their little uniforms and stuff like that. So obviously, there's going to be more added. So for right now, if you were playing the Pirates in the 1920s, they're going to show a black and gold uniform. But the Pirates didn't adopt black and gold until the late 50s, early 60s. But this is it's brilliant. I love it. And I really love the players' names in the field.
Yeah, it was interesting you say that because it was a case of wait another 2 months and add all of the meeples.
Right.
I've already had people writing to me saying they've created their own meeples, and
Oh, yeah.
some people are going to share because I'm going to. That's what the Delphi forum is for. Going to be for people to share their meeple packs and stuff like that, and player picks, and then
Oh, wonderful stuff.
then I can incorporate them into the game. You see, so.
Well, MV, you're asking if all uniforms are available. So if you're playing more modern day baseball, you're pretty well covered. It's really older baseball that needs the more. But you know what? I'm even fine with the way they look right now. It's just they look so cool on the screen. I like them better than the guys that used to be up there. Um,
And the movie screen has gone out. You know.
oh, thank God. All right, we got us a righty matchup here now. Paulette to face Johnny Mosto. Mosto hit 303 in 1922, 7 home runs. All right, here we go. Runner in scoring position in Hall of Famer Harry Hooper. White Sox Tigers game here. And here is the wind. And here is the pitch. And this is going to be a left right four. And this is going to be a ground ball lead runner. Boy, getting a lot of these today. So this one grounded down to Topper Rigney at short. And
I wouldn't play that. You see, as lead, I wouldn't have done. Yeah, because it'll tell you it's changed it. You see,
interesting.
so the player, the game decided that was not an advance. He was holding at second. You see, have you not
Right.
had
Yeah,
that
I do
before?
see that.
Have you not had that before?
No, not that I can remember. Not that I can remember. So that's kind
Yeah,
of interesting.
the game will overrule you and say, look, he's holding at second because it wasn't a range play.
Right.
If it was a range play to Rigney, and he might have advanced. You see,
Yeah, he might have, but again, it gives that unpredictability because
yeah,
you could also say that I mean Harry Hooper was a very smart ball player,
yeah,
and would realize, look, I'm not going to advance on this. So
yeah.
all right, one down. So I really like that. All right, and batter up here. All right, here is Amos Strunk. Amos Strunk, 289 average in 1922. Sorry, Paul. And this will be the last question as far as quality of life improvements. So, baseball fans, the three batter stats that we look at are batting average, home runs, and RBI. And there's room here for RBI. Do you think that could be added down the line? Because I'm really missing RBI.
Yeah. That is just a miss. That's just a miss from me, to be honest. That one.
Okay. Just was just curious.
Yeah, I've got it on my list to add. As I say, I don't hit Craig with everything because so
All right. Hooper with an aggressive lead. Hooper is off to the races and he is safe. So Harry Hooper with 2 stolen bases of the game, now just 90 feet away, potential first run for the Chicago White Sox. All right. Strunk waits in the box. And here's Herman Paulette. And here is the pitch. This is a batter seven, and this is going to be a ground ball, but lead runner will advance. This one grounded 4-3 and 1 out, but a run will score. I love this game so much. All right, the White Sox lead the Tigers here in the only goings 1-0. So again, what Paul is doing here, that he's asked me to play along with him here on this game, is a perfect game project. So doing this Major League Baseball and Japanese baseball. So MV says great feel of the game. Feels like he's in it. Remember, guys, this is $14.99 for the print and play PDF version, or really, come on, go for it. It's just a few bucks more. $24.99 for the physical version. It's beautiful. The card stock, best in the business. Yeah.
Everything is touchscreen. So, like, I was on the plane going to the UK and then to Denver last year. I just got my laptop out, a tablet, Surface Pro, and I just thought, just choose me a game, and I just played a few games at the computer, any game in history,
Oh
within,
yeah.
within seconds.
Yeah, this is by the end of the year, this is going to be an S tier game for me. Right now it's an A tier, but it's going to be S tier when I have the freedom to do what I want, but I love it so much, man. All right, here's Earl Sheely. Sheely, so this White Sox, this is a pretty good loaded White Sox team here in terms of batting average. So 317 average for him, 6 home runs, 2 away, 1-0 Chicago lead. And here's the pitch. This one, sky to left field. And this is going to be out to Bobby Veach. And Bobby Veach is going to make the catch. And that will retire the side. But a run scores for the Chicago White Sox. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The White Sox won, and the Tigers nothing. Due up will be Harry Heilman, Bob Jones, and Topper Rigney. So Harry Heilman, Hall of Famer, 356 average, 21 home runs. This guy was a veritable slugger. All right. And here we go. Robertson ready to deal now. And this one is going to be a control 8. And he walks Harry Heilman. So Heilman gets the free pass. Runner on, bringing up Bob Jones now. You got some speed on the base paths there, Detroit.
I'm
Do you
going.
want to look at his ratings?
No, I'm going to. I'm going to bunt.
You're going to bunt?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Thank you, MV. You rock as well. Philip Reynolds joining us here. This is, I mean, for a game that started pretty late, 1:37 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we've got a good crowd. We've got 10 people watching.
Wow.
All right, going bunt here. Here we go. We're going straight up bunt, right?
Okay.
And here we go. Hey, nice cut. So we got this one's bunted in front of the catcher. So
Oh,
the
yeah,
sacrifice is fine. Way to go.
yeah,
Oh, that's right. You can't. We just have
yeah.
to.
No, that's it. That's it. Now you've done it right. You've done it
Okay.
right. Press enter.
Boink. There we go. All right.
Two,
Now I
two,
just need
two.
the uh
Sacrifice bunt at the bottom.
right. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can do the outs; it'll do it for you, but they're already there for you. To say.
Right. So let's just do 2-3, and there
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
So runner in scoring position now for Detroit. And coming to the plate now is Topper Rigney. Hit an even 300 in 1922 with 2 home runs. So Detroit threatening here in the bottom of the second inning. Rigney in the box now. Charlie Robertson has the sign from Cracker Shock. Peers over his right shoulder, and he deals. And this one is going to be a batter 9 and base hit. And here we go. Runners on first and third. And here
Runner
comes.
advance. Runner advance two.
Oh, was it runner advance too? Was it?
9.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
Oh
right.
no, 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 no,
No, it's
no,
runner
no,
advance 1. It's
no.
runner advance
No,
1.
I beg your pardon. You were
Yeah.
going a bit quick. You were going a bit quick for me there.
All right. Yeah, because remember we do have that little bit of lag.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Professor Clinton Parks. He says just stop by to say hello. Got to get some sleep. Busy day tomorrow. Meeting cousin Ken at the train station. Ball game at 1 p.m. and dinner with Honey Bunny. All right, Professor, get some sleep. Say hi to cousin for me, and hope to catch up with you guys maybe tomorrow night with some more baseball. And Philip Reynolds is on his work lunch break, so thank you for spending your lunch break with us. All right, runners at the corners, and that will bring up Clyde Marion. So Marion a
Yeah,
275 average.
again, in the spirit of the time, I'm going to steal second.
All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. So Topper Rigney has an aggressive lead off first, and he is off to the races. The throw down by Shock, and Rigney is safe. So 2 in scoring position for the Tigers, 1 down. And back in the box now, Clyde Marion. Here we go. Or Mannion, I'm sorry. And here's the pitch. This one, tapper down the first. And this will be a ground ball lead runner.
Oh,
Oh man.
Nailed
Oh
it.
man. How about it? So what do we got? So Detroit, they get the runner. They get the runner. So two away here, and brings up Herman Pillette. So thank you, Clinton, for that. I won't say what you said on the what you thank you, but before I say sure will, got 6 fall classic teams ready to go, leading up to 3 more. Nice. All right, brings up Herman Pillette, 172 average. And here we go. Detroit trying to even up the score here in the bottom of the first inning. This one hit out to left field. Johnny Mostel ranging over to his left, taps the glove, and he brings it down for out number 3. So the Detroit Tigers threaten, but they do not score. We head to the top of the third inning. White Sox lead the Tigers 1-0. All right. And brings up Cracker Shock. Shock for him, a very good average that year, 281, including 4 home runs. This goes all the way back to 1871, MV, to answer your question. So, yeah, so this is the entire major leagues from 1871 to now. Negro leagues, this covers all the organized Negro leagues. Japanese baseball, Paul goes back, it goes back to what, 1950, I think. And then there's also the All American Girls Professional Baseball League is in here. There's 20 years of AAA minor league baseball. Hopefully, Craig said maybe far down the line they're going to greatly expand the minor leagues. But one thing you should know about this game, MV, is until this came out of the park baseball had the largest player database. This now eclipses it. So, yep, so much you can do in this game, MV. You really should pick it up. Spend a few pounds. It's good for you. All right, here is Cracker Shock. All right, and here is the pitch. And this is going to be a control 1 swing and a miss, and that will be a strikeout. So down goes Cracker Shock. All right. All right, striding to the plate now, Charlie Robertson, the pitcher. Robertson, 184 average in 1922. 1-0 your score here, top of the third inning. And Paulette deals, and this is going to be a swing and a miss. So he grabs some pine. Second K of the game here for Paulette. I need to update it for sure. Absolutely. So don't forget your, and Dwayne March saying hi to you, Paul.
I
Yeah,
agree.
MV,
So,
don't forget you use your password and get in there and yeah, get this update. It's brilliant. And get the player picks, by the way, again, just covering some things while we go along. A lot of people were confused where player pictures go. They do go in your artwork folder. So you got to extract them there, pretty easy. And do not install this game on desktop, right? Put it on a drive, right, Paul? Because different ecosystem, all that stuff, right?
yeah,
So we
yeah.
talked about that before. Just to, it's where you should anyhow, right?
Just thanked Dwayne for helping me with Appa quite a lot. He's been very
Oh,
helpful.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Speaking of which, there's an article I've got to find it again in Baseball Digest really quickly that somebody here, and I didn't read the article yet, but it was the reporter. This was, I think, back in a 1960 or no, it would have been yeah, it would have been 60 or 62, somewhere around there, musing as to whether the APA Master game was a failing. Of course, we know that it wasn't, but it'd be interesting to look at the perspective because APA had only been around for about 10 years. It began in 1951. So it's going to be interesting to see what that columnist had to say in Baseball Digest. So I'll dig that out. And tonight we've got a bunch of APA guys here. We'll go over the article and see if any of his points, if there was any validity at all. All right. We're back at the top of the order for Eddie Milligan. He grounded to second his last time up. All right. Here we go. 2 down, bases empty. And here is the wind and the pitch. And this one is going to be a left right 12. And this is going to be a base hit. And even though I just out of habit, Paul, you saw me hit the 2 advance. It doesn't matter. It's just what the play reads. I tried to click just to stay in. All right, let me see.
I can't see that result. Was that a park result? I can't.
All right.
I've got.
I am not going to steal with this guy. All right. But let's hear what would Kid Gleason? What does Kid Gleason? So Kid Gleason's calling for a stolen base. I'm not going to steal. All right. Here we go. So here's Harvey McClellan. Here's the wind. And this one, this is hit sharply to Topper Rigney over there at short. And we have us an error. And scorekeepers ruled it a base hit. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and boom. There we go. So base hit. Runners at first and second for the Chicago White Sox, 2 away. All right, so costly error, or actually not an error. They're being kind to Rigney. It looks like it may be trying to play it on the short hop, and the scorer saying it was a base hit. All right, Eddie Collins last time grounded to short. All right, 2 away here, top of the third inning, and here is the pitch. And this is a batter 9, and this is a base hit with a 2-runner advance. So the Chicago White Sox coming out swinging here. Another run will score. So Eddie Collins picking up the RBI, 2-0 Chicago. Runners at the corners. And that will bring up Harry Hooper. Singled his last time up. So Pennant in a little bit of trouble here in the early going. All right, here's the wind in the pitch. And this is going to be a left-right 9, but it's off the batter card. Or it's a batter result because, again, they're not the same handedness. So just reminding folks, in case you weren't sure about that rule, base hit. Base hit. So Pennant getting hit here a little bit, Paul. And another run score. So Chicago leading Detroit 3-0.
That definitely was a runner advance too. That was.
Which one was the one I just did?
Yeah, C9.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yes, you're right. That's okay. I'm not going to redo it. That's fine. It'll be okay. My eyes are a little blurry. But here we go. All right. So 3-0 Chicago lead. Johnny Moss still now grounded to short. Detroit looking for that elusive third out here, baseball fans. And here is the wind in the pitch. This one is hit towards second base, and they will get it. So let's call this one a ground ball, 4-3. I'm not going to pay attention to that because that's really what it is. So the Chicago White Sox put 2 on the board. We go to the bottom of the third inning, and the Tigers trail the White Sox 3-0. All right, Lou Blue will lead things off here. Flew out to left last time. Robertson deals, and this one a tapper back to the pitcher. And this one is going to be just a ground ball, 1-3, we'll call it. Why not? All right. George Cutshaw now singled his last time up. So the line for these teams right now, the White Sox 3-5-0, and the Tigers 0-2-0. All right, and here is the pitch. This one hit out to left field, and camping under it is Johnny Mostil, and he will make the play for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Detroit here in the bottom of the third inning. Brings up the great Ty Cobb. Reached base and a fielder's choice last time up. All right, Robertson has the sign from Ray Schock. Here is the pitch, and this one hit to short, and Eddie Mulligan up with the ball, but he is bobbling the ball and saying that there's not a player there. So, of course, we'll just do this. All right, boink. So there we go. So runner on first now, first error of the ball game, and that brings up Bobby Veach. So now with 2 down, Paul, I don't think you want to run yourself out of the inning here. Pretty good hitter here in Bobby Veach. Grounded to short his last time up. All right, and Dwayne saying you're very, very welcome for his assistance on APA. All right, this one hit out to Amos Strunk, and Strunk is going to camp under it, and this will be a fly ball center field, and that will retire the side. So we head to the top of the fourth inning here. It's 3-0 in favor of the White Sox. And we have Amos Strunk due up, followed by Earl Sheely and Ray Cracker Schock. Amos Strunk, last time up, grounded to second. All right, here we go. Mannion puts down the signs for Herman Pennant. Pennant has one he likes. Here is the windup and the pitch. And this is going to be a control 6, and Amos Strunk will draw a leadoff walk. All right, so Strunk, a B runner on at first, and that will bring up Earl Sheely. White Sox electing not to steal in this situation. And here's the pitch. And this is a batter 11, and this is a power check 3. And this is going to be a base hit plus 2 asterisks. Look out. All right. So for Paul, my house rule is I just do this like as opposed to
That's not that. This is
right.
a
It's
this,
the
so
it's we're
this is
sending it to right, right.
this is about, yeah. Let me look. I couldn't remember where it went actually.
It's single plus 9.
Yeah, yeah. So it's basically bounced off the wall
Right, right,
into the corner.
right. Because this gives you the stretch. Do I want him to stretch against Heilman? Stretch to hit for second. No, I do not. I'm going to play a little bit conservatively. All right, runners at the corners. All right, brings up Cracker Shaw. Struck out his last time up. And here we go. Here is the pitch. And this will be a control 9, and that's going to be a walk. There's a walk. The bases loaded here, baseball fans. All right, bases sold out for the Chicago White Sox here in the top
Oh,
of the 4th inning. And here's Charlie Robertson now.
are you gonna squeeze?
Hmm. I mean, so the squeeze would be smart to try to stay out of the double play. However, I a B runner there. I'm going to let him swing away. Actually, I know that seems bizarre, but I'm not going to try a squeeze here because if he can fly out, I could get a run in if it's deep enough. If he strikes out, no harm, no foul. But he misses on the squeeze, that would suck. So here we go. Here is the pitch. And should I have listened to
No,
Paul? It is a
no.
control. No, it is a walk. So a walk is there we go. One in there. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for that. 4-0 White Sox. So in the perfect game project, we have a shutout going by the other pitcher right now. But this
Yeah,
is fun.
at this moment, he's in the lead, Robertson, in the whole project. If he only gave up 2 hits and one, he'd be the leader. And less than, I can't remember how many walks he's given up, but he's aiming for the win, less than 3 hits and less than 3 walks to take the lead.
Love it. So far, Paulette on his line, we should let you know his line so far. He has struck out 2 and walked 3. So we'll get to Robertson when he gets up. All right, so let's get a batter up here. Give me a batter, Fisher. What movie's that from, guys? All right, here's Eddie Mulligan. So singled his last time up, so 1 for 2 overall. Bases sold out with Pale Hose and nobody out. Detroit in serious trouble right now. And from the stretch, here is the pitch. And Eddie Mulligan, who Dwayne says needs a mulligan, strikes out.
Struck him out.
Struck him out. All right, 1 away. That was a big, big strikeout. Still 2 more to go, though. Here's Harvey McClellan. McClellan 1 for 2, singled his last time up. All right, here we go. From the stretch, and look at this. It is a swing and a miss. So how about Herman Paulette coming through back-to-back strikeouts here? So the Chicago White Sox, could they be failing an opportunity to clean up here, as it were? Here's Eddie Collins now, also 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And here's the wind in the pitch, and I'll be damned, he did it.
Wow!
Struck him out. How about it? So they get out of it with minimal damage. Chicago with the bases, leaving them loaded, managing only 1 run. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The White Sox lead the Tigers 4-0. All right, leading it off here, Harry Heilman walked his last time up. Looking at Charlie Robertson's line right now, guys. No strikeouts and a walk, and no runs thus far. All right, here we go. Here is the pitch. And this one is going to be a left-right 9, and that's going to be a base hit by Harry Heilman with 1 asterisk, by the way. Of course, it doesn't matter at this point, but there we go. All right. So you got to help me, guys. I've got the old blurry eyes. Okay, we're going to see what the Detroit manager wants to do here. We'll have a look at his ratings here, see what you want to do.
No, just gonna let him swing away.
Swing away. You got it. All right. So Robertson peers in, has the sign from Cracker Shock, and here is the pitch. And this is going to be a swing batter, and struck him out. All right. So it's as though Charlie Robertson's saying to Herman Paulette, I can do it too. So 1 away, and that will bring up Topper Rigney, had a single his last time up. Robertson deals, and Rigney cannot catch up to this curveball. Struck him out. All
Wow.
right. So two down now, and brings up Clyde Mannion, fielder's choice last time up. Robertson deals this one, tapper out to short. This ball looks a little bit troublesome, though, baseball fans. And nope, he's able to handle and get it on to this. We'll call this a ground ball. We'll just call it 6-4 for expedience sake. As soon as I find the ground ball 6-4.
Lead six.
Lead six. Thank you there, Paul. What would I do without you, Paul? What would
Well,
I do without you, man?
it is a start of the day for me, so it's a bit easier.
And it's the end of the day for me. Aaron Reed says an update on his 1987 Pure Sim replay. The Reds beat the Tigers in the World Series. So I guess that means 4 games to 3. Very nice. Very nice, Aaron. Congrats to your Cincinnati Reds.
It
All
should.
right. Go ahead, Paul. Please.
No, but the Reds shouldn't be allowed to beat anybody, really. But well done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as a Pirates fan, I have to agree. But we can't hate each other this year. We just both have to hate the Milwaukee Brewers. All right. Harry Hooper, perfect 2 for 2 today. 2 singles for the Hall of Famer. Most people associate him with the Boston Red Sox, but actually Hooper had his better years, at least as far as wins above replacement, with the Chicago White Sox. And so in some all-time sets, you'll see Hooper with the White Sox. But just very quickly about Harry Hooper, wrote a great sort of diary, very, very eloquent, college educated, but kept a journal, pardon me, during in his rookie year in the Major League Baseball. You can find it the books in public domain. I'm sure you can find it even on the Internet Archive or whatever. But brilliantly written, and it gives you a real sense of what baseball players in the dead ball era, what kind of day to day life was for a rookie. So definitely check it out. Great player, Harry Hooper. All right. So enough of that editorializing, and here we go. All right, this one, tapper to the infield, and Topper Rigney is going to corral this ball, no problem. This is just a good old 6-3 put out, we'll just call that. Boom. So 1 up, 1 down. For Johnny Mosto. Johnny Mosto has not gotten the ball out of the infield. He's grounded to short and to second. All right, so Pillette deals, and this one is going to be a control 6, and that is a walk. So Johnny Mosto draws the free pass. All right, runner on first here for Chicago with 1 away, and that will bring up Amos Strunk. Strunk has walked and grounded out in this game. Conservative lead there at first. Here is the pitch. And this one is going to be a batter 12, power check of 4. And this is going to be in the alley and right. So
Same first base plus 9. Yeah.
Right. So the let me see. Do I want Strunk to stretch it? Yes, I do. Oh, stretch it against Harry Hooper is stupid. Or against Harry Howman. So Howman guns him down, but the White Sox do have a runner at third. So probably not the smartest play, but when you have a 4-run lead, why not gamble a little bit? All right. And brings up Earl Sheely. Sheely has flown out and singled in this game. All right, Pillette working out of the stretch. And here's the wind, and this one is going to be trouble. This is a batter 12, a park check of 11, and this one is a home run. So there she blows, and now the White Sox coming out.
Don't forget to add one to that, because it was the hit. It was a home run anyway, but when it's a park check, you add one to the or take one off.
Yeah, it would have been a home run either way. So, but yeah, you're right, because the hitter up here. So we're good either way. That's what's cool about home runs. If it's an 11, usually, with a lot of these guys, but now, I guess what'll be interesting with the new ratings later and how these cards are going to look a little bit different. Yeah, it's going to be fun. But anyhow, guys, thank you for hanging out. We still got 9 in here. All right, so 2 in, and this is becoming kind of ugly, but let's have fun.
I'll have a look at the pen just for the sake of it. I know.
All right, let's do that. Let's look at your bullpen up here. There you go.
We just tap on position. Sorry, pitching data. I meant. Sorry, the next tab. Sorry.
Yeah, sure thing. There you go. And remember, guys, these in here, these are sortable up here. Any one of these you click, that will sort the stats for you.
Okay. Just noticed something wrong on there. It's supposed to say whether they're relief pitches. In that.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. Sorry. We go back to yeah. Okay, I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
Go
So
with
you
them at the go with them at the moment. In this, as I say, in the spirit of 1920s.
Okay. So just for anybody wondering, we just for this game, we're not playing with pitcher warm up rule, but it is the best in the business in this game. All right. Here is Cracker Shock now. And Paulette ready to deal, looking for that third out. He gives up the home run. And what does he do now? This is a batter. This is a 10, and this is a base hit. So Ray Shock gets on board. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna take him out. Just go to the bullpen again, please.
You got it. All right. Who do you want?
I'm gonna bring on Sil Johnson.
Sil Johnson?
Yeah.
All right. And do you want to change his fatigue or leave it alone?
Yeah. I changed it to 4 for
4. Okay. Fair enough. Now that's this is an addition, guys. It's been in Pocket Pennant Run for a while, so there's a way that one of my complaints early about this game was I loved it, but it really superimposed late 20th century, early 21st century baseball, and so you would get guys like Chris C. Mathewson and Grover Cleveland Alexander becoming fatigued after 7, and these guys would pitch till their arms fell off. So you can change fatigue ratings, which is really nice, and especially too for older baseball, since there wasn't this concept yet of specialist relief pitchers like middle relief or
I don't.
whatever. So I like the fact that you can change that fatigue to more reflect the time.
Yeah, you were instrumental in driving that forward, and also the other thing is it's essential for, if you're playing board game assistance. If so, because every board game has their own fatigue rules, so
Right.
you can set it just for that game's rules. So.
And if you don't mind, I just want to show these guys something for anybody that might be watching later that doesn't have this game. So I'm sorry to be dragging out maybe a little longer, Paul, than you had intended.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So, guys, you've been hearing Paul, and of course you've heard me as well through a number of broadcasts, both on his and my channels, talking about this being a board game assistant. And you're looking down here at this dice. So right now we are playing Pocket Pennant Run baseball, but I'm going to show you 2 very, very cool things really, really quickly. So this is what you can do just in game. So we go to change dice. Let's say you just felt like, well, you know what? I want to play a few innings of Pocket Pennant Run. Then I want to do a couple innings of, let's say, well, since we have mostly APA people here, APA. So we select APA. We're going to select OK. And there we go. Now the APA dice are on the board. So you saw up there, there's 8 baseball games that are built into this, but it gets better. It gets better. Let's go back to change dice again. Okay. Just to show you some more here. Down here, create custom dice set. So you might have some very obscure baseball game. Maybe you're developing your own. I don't know. But you can create your own dice. Also, in this version, again, we have 8 games, 8 games dice plus what you can build on your own, and they are APA, History Maker, Payoff Pitch, Sports Illustrated, which I'm really chuffed about, Baseball Classics, On Deck Baseball, Season Ticket, which I know is really, really popular in our baseball community, and Stratomatic. But you may not want to use dice at all. So if you click on Board Game Assistant, okay, now if you wanted to, you're rolling the bones by hand, you're chucking the dice, whatever, there you go. There's no dice. And if Paul and I were playing a game of APA, but we decided we wanted to roll the physical dice, we would do it and just enter the plays. So the only thing you have to do, as far as besides maybe changing fielders or whatever, maybe the cards and dice game that you have doesn't take into play, range plays into account, or maybe you're playing a basic version of that. But other than that, you're pretty much hitting the batter up. And then, the things that you're watching me mechanically, switching your pitchers and stuff like that. So This, along with Digital Diamond Baseball, I think these are the really the two premier products for
Um,
wanting to do. And
I,
I would say this one's easier to use.
I don't know
Because,
if I don't know if Dwayne's still watching. Sorry for interrupting, but
right?
I
No,
know he
please
does.
do.
He plays a lot, like myself, on Digital Diamond Baseball because I play
Hmm.
Status Pro on there. But the plan is, it's only an idea stage at the moment, that when you play one of these other games, you will have the option to turn off um, the display of the Pocket Pennant Run batter and pitchers ratings there, and you'll be able to enter basically your own cards, so it'll display whatever you want.
And that's I think that's going to be huge for a lot of people. Um,
Um,
so
so
the reason I say, and I'm not knocking Digital Diamond Baseball, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Paul, is remember, guys, there's no syntax to memorize in this game. So just by playing, just by pocket pennant run, or you're doing whatever, pretty much, I would say 99% of the possible plays in baseball are already covered here. If you do have something, a weird defensive play or whatever, this game, you can also do this by doing like a kind of manual input. So we haven't had any weird plays yet. Like triple plays, for instance, aren't going to show up in the main, but there's another way you can do triple plays and stuff. So I
it's
love Digital Diamond Baseball, but I don't. I sometimes struggle. I have to look at a PDF for the syntax, but still a great game.
there is a triple play result in this, by the way.
Oh, now we do. I haven't had a triple
Yeah,
play yet, so I
yeah.
haven't noticed.
And also, I had someone the other day saying, "Why was I knocking DDB?" I'm not knocking it. I was instrumental in getting Derek Beckner at Status Pro Advanced together with Mark. So
Yeah,
because I always wanted to see Status Pro of any version included in that game,
exactly.
and they came together, and now I play all my Status Pro Advanced on Digital Diamond Baseball. So I still love that, but it's for whatever. We're all getting older, and for a lot of people in the community, it's inaccessible. They don't want to learn syntax. So I'm
Right.
not knocking it. I'm not knocking it in any way. It's horses for courses. I play
Yes.
both. I play both, and ultimately, I will probably play 90% of my projects on this, because
Hmm.
when the custom leagues come in and the tournaments, then it'll just be easier for me to create it on here and play any game I want, multi-engine, whatever.
Right. I mean, it's brilliant, and I know we're going to be doing Ned McGreevy League, the next one out of the Park 26. But then I'm hoping that then next year's iteration of McGreevy will be done on Pocket Pennant Run. I think it'd be a lot of fun and a lower barrier of entry for people because, and this is not a knock on Pocket Pennant Run baseball, but in a lot of ways, this is not. I don't think there's a digital baseball game out there as complex and as crazy, and I say that in a good way, as out of the park baseball. So the idea is for McGreevy. The next one's going to be at out of the park 26 because we want to take for the player development lab and stuff like that. But I really would like to do a McGreevy league in Pocket Pennant Run beginning in 2026. So let everything get done for the end of the year. But no, love Digital Diamond here as well. Fantastic game. I've been playing it since version 3. So hats off to Mark Cohen. A daisy of a game, as they would say in the Old West. And these two, I mean, for board game assistance, I know you can do it in Strat, but you can't beat Pocket Pennant Run or Digital Diamond. I think is board game assistance.
Strat people have asked me to do a video next week on Strat, so
Oh, there you go.
I've been learning that rapidly over the last week to do a video for them. So
MV says he's going to be able to defend his championship on McGreevy. Yeah, we'll see, MV. We'll see. We're going to have an announcement on McGreevy. I'm going to probably do it in about a week or two, but we want to try to get Mike Silva on first on the Diamonds and Dice podcast. For those of you who haven't heard, he has created a baseball tournament, an Out of the Park Baseball 26, that has every major league baseball team from 1901 to 2024. So try to wrap your head around that. It's the most mammoth thing I've ever seen. So, but stay tuned for those guys, and also please subscribe to Aaron Reed's channel, to Dwayne Martz's channel, and V's channel, and also Paul Fay. Paul does a lot of really, really cool stuff in his channel. And if you want a good, solid tutorial on this fantastic game, Paul Fay should be your go to source.
Yeah, there's an app for one going to be posted today.
All right, Ray Schalk now at the bat. And two down, runner on at first, and Chicago breaking it open here. It's 6-0. And the current batter is the last batter. I've been talking so long. So it's not Ray Schalk, as a matter of fact. It is Charlie Robertson. All right, here we go. So Syl Johnson on in relief, and here is the pitch. And Johnson is greeted. This is a batter 11, and this is a base hit. Runners advance, two bases. So rude kind of welcome there for Syl Johnson. But luckily for Johnson, on there at first, Charlie Robertson really not any speed at all. All right, we swing around to the top of the order now for the White Sox, and Eddie Mulligan struck out his last time. He's 1 for 3 in the game with a single last time up. All right, Johnson lets it go, and this is going to be a left-right, and this is going to be a 6 on the left-right chart, and this is just going to be a grounder to short, and that will end the inning. So big inning for the Chicago White Sox. And as they put two more on the board, big 2-run homer, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. White Sox lead the Tigers 6-0. Samuel Smith joining us here at the ballpark. So Samuel, we're doing
Let's play it.
taking part in Paul Fay's Perfect Game Project. So Paul, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Sorry, no, it's me. Let's play a bit of modern baseball and let's pinch hit for him. So
Okay, we're going to pinch hit. All right, let us go to.
Just let me look at the B data if you don't mind.
Do you want to look at the? Yeah, there you go. I know who I'd put in, but I'm not going to tell you.
I was going to bring in either Jones or Bassler.
Okay, that's so one of those guys is who I would bring in.
Bassler, yeah, Jones is already in. It's
Johnny Bassler. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go to our bench and let's get Johnny Bassler.
Oh, he was actually used in the game, see above the line.
Oh, yeah. So we want, so do you want to go with Bassler or do you want to go with Clark?
Yeah, Bassler. I'll go with Bassler.
Okay, he's going to pinch hit.
I was just telling people that if you play the actual games, it tells you above the line who actually came in.
Right. This again has been in there for a while too, but it was not fun in early version 3 and version 2 to do pinch hitters and pinch runners and stuff like that. Now you just saw it click, 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 and you're ready to go. All right. So here we go. Let's get back to it. Johnny Bassler, left-hander in there, hit 323 back in 1922 for these Detroit Tigers. So here we go. Charlie Robertson still in the game. And this one hit out to center field. And Amos Strunk. And he has it right short of the wall. All right. So one down. And we're back at the top of the order for Detroit and Lou Blue. He's flown out and grounded out. All right. Robertson ready to go. Schalk with the sign. This one hit out to Johnny Mostill and left, and Mostill will make the catch. So 2 up and 2 down brings up George Cutshaw. Flew to left his last time up, so he is 1 for 2. Robertson lets it go, and this is going to be hit out to Eddie Milligan. And Milligan, this one, he's got to eat this one up, and they're going to call that one an infield single. So Detroit picking up its 4th hit of the game, and settling into the box now is Tyrus Raymond Cobb. So he's been on base twice, a fielder's choice, and then an error by Eddie Milligan out there at short. So with 2 down, Detroit going to do anything risky here?
No, going with Cobb.
All right, going with Cobb. Here we go. Here is the pitch, and this is going to be a batter 8 and base hit. Runners advance 2 bases. So runners at the corners now for the Detroit Tigers, trying to get busy here in the middle innings. Decent speed on the base paths. Here comes Bobby Veach. Veach has grounded out and flown to center. All right, hearing nothing from Detroit. So,
No, still go. Go.
all right. And here is the pitch from Robertson. And this is going to be a batter six. And this will end the inning. Fly to right. And Harry Hooper settles under it. And even though we'll just call it an F9 tag, though it really, really doesn't matter. And that will retire the side. All right. So now the Detroit Tigers. We had. I think we just go past this alter. No, you need. What do you
No,
need here?
got to bring a picture.
Yep.
It's a funny way we play it in Britain. You see, we bring a picture in when.
Yeah, bugger off, mate. All right. So what do we? Who are we bringing in here? Who are we
Well,
bringing in here?
I can't see it. You need to wind it down on the right. No, scroll that down on the bit.
Oh, this. Yeah. There we go. There are the pictures.
I know you're tired.
Very. But I gave up a night of song, women, wine, and debauchery. This is how much I love baseball and how much I love you, Paul. Just want you to know that. All right. There's most of your
Yeah.
pictures.
The relievers are fairly. I'll bring in Ken Holloway.
Ken Holloway. All right. Here we go.
He didn't pitch much, but so you need to highlight Basler first.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. There we go. And then Holloway. And pitcher. There we go. Choose position.
You're getting tired though.
Very. But I'm having fun. Let's save this lineup. And I have a P. Oh, isn't this the one where it's there we go. Heading to the mound. And do you want to change up his?
Change it to 3.
3. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So looking at Ken Holloway, in 1922, he worked an inning, struck out 1. So there you go. It's Ken Holloway.
I thought he was just a temporary, but I mean, I'm 6 down, so he's
right. Well, let him soak up some innings, right?
He's only got D control, so
right. All right. Here's Harvey McClellan. So he is 1 for 3 with a single. And Holloway comes in, and this is going to be a control 8, and that is going to be a leadoff walk.
I knew that was going to hurt him straight away.
All right, here's Eddie Collins. Collins, 1 for 3, also struck out his last time up. And here is the pitch. And this one is going to be a batter 11, and that is going to be a power 6. And we go up 1, and this is a double.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, it's on a ground rule double. We don't go up, right?
Yeah,
right.
For power, you don't go up. It's only if it's a
right.
Ground
Gotcha.
rule.
Yeah, I am getting tired, but we're having fun, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyhow, ground rule double. All right, and just a good old ground rule double. There we go. So runners at second and third, nobody out, and the White Sox have come out swinging. 11 hits for them. Harry Hooper, 2 singles in the game. And what do you want to do here?
I'm going to.
Holloway's pitching grapefruits, man.
Yeah, I'm going to take him out. Just go to the bullpen again, please. No, not your bullpen.
Oh yeah, duh. Let's see. There you go.
Again,
do you want to look at your pitcher data?
No, it's fine. Just go to bullpen. I'm going to bring in Cole. I already have him.
Okay, Burt Cole. All right, here we go. Where do you want his fatigue?
3, yes, please.
3. Okay, absolutely. All right, so here we go. Let's look at Burt Cole. So he worked 80 innings in 1922 with an ERA of 4.84. He struck out 21 batters, walked 39. He was 1-6 on the season for the Tigers.
There's no other pitchers for the Tigers that have got any control. They're nearly all D.
So I would if it was a little tighter situation, I would go for Hooks Dowse. A lot of times starters would come in and work relief, as you know. So Hooks Dowse, I keep looking at him, wondering when you're going to pick him. So
it's 6 zip. It's 6 zip though, and in that day and age, 6 zip was like.
That's a big.
It's like 12. It's like 12 now.
You're right.
So I'm just going to go with it.
Okay. All right. And thanks, Paul, for just letting me do this with you. This is really fun.
No, thank you.
All right, this one is a fly ball. Bobby Veach out there. Bobby Veach has no trouble. He is going to make the catch, and the runner will not
Possible.
tag. All right, so one out now, and that brings up Johnny Mosto. Walked his last time up, so over two with a walk for Mosto. Runners at second and third for the White Sox. And here we go. This is a control 11, and he hits Johnny Mosto. Hits Johnny Mosto. Ouch, jeez. And of course, I always go the wrong way with that. So a hit by pitch is a hit in this game. The bases are loaded, and that brings up Amos Strunk. So Strunk singled his last time up. He has a walk, so he is in the box. All right. And the southpaw Burt Cole peers in, sign from Clyde Mannion, works out of the stretch. And here is the pitch. This is a batter 9 and base hit, and 2 runners will advance.
No, one.
I no wait.
Lefty.
Oh, lefty lefty. Yeah, I'm sorry because I'm looking lefty lefty. Yep, you're right. And this is a no, Paul. This is a batter result.
I thought you
This
said
is
you said. So you
it's
said.
a batter result.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry, my fault. Yeah, again, being tired, but
No,
so
no.
7
I'll
batter
shut up.
9.
I'll shut up.
No. Please call me
It's
out
not.
because I'll miss one. I missed one for Chicago. It should be 7-0, but I'm fine with it. Just remember the one I missed earlier in the game.
It's
Yeah.
weird watching someone else play something you've helped design, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's weird.
Oh, sure, absolutely. All right, so we got 7. So it's a batter 9, and it's a base hit
Yeah.
with 2 base advance. All right. We already 2 runs in that one. Ouch. Yeah. I don't know. Do we invoke the mercy rule? Or are we going to keep going here, Paul?
Well, the thing is, Robertson's already dropped off the table now because he's given up 5 hits.
Right.
So he can't win it. So if you send me the text file, I'll just finish the game.
Okay. So do we call the game at this point?
Just options and just go to options and
Okay.
save game,
Save game? Okay. There we go.
and then I'll contact you and you can just send me the text files.
All right. That sounds good.
Because his aim was he had to win and he had to give up less than 3 hits, 3 walks. So he's given up 5 hits. So
Okay.
he's already fallen off the top.
All right.
He's still only the second one to get the win though, because he's definitely going to get the win, isn't he?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, the Tigers aren't showing any life here.
I think you've shown people quite a lot of the features of the software, and I really appreciate you doing that. I can't say it often enough. Thank you.
I believe in this game. It's and I think again, yes, as you say, it does come down to Craig, developer, but what you have with your ideas and his implementation, I never ever just imagined what this game has become and what it has yet to become. It's just incredible, and this thing's a steal. I have to say it again. I know I sound like a shill for these guys, but it's $14.99 if you guys want to go the cheap route, and you get lifetime access to this thing.
I think a year ago we had about 5,000 lines of code. I think we're up to about 26,000 now.
Wow, that's amazing.
The thing is, I can code, but I haven't got Craig's patience to.
Right.
I'd rather design because he sits there. I mean, there was one particular day he spent hour after hour. Even his wife was involved because she's a coder as well.
Oh wow!
Hours, or she used to be hours and hours just trawling through looking for one typo in code.
Sure.
I couldn't be bothered. I've got too many games to play. I have. So.
Did you want to mention to the lads here what kind of what you're maybe developing and what else is maybe in the pipeline, just from you guys?
Well, you mean games wise
for the lesser sports? Yes.
Well, yes. I believe Matt's developing a golf game, and they're all going to be under the Pocket Pennant banner. And I decided that the hockey games that are out there, really, I do like watching hockey on on the TV. But a lot of the hockey games, they weren't really full play. They weren't really express. People introduced, and I do love Hockey Blast, but it introduced laws that it's just a pastime. So I'm spending time writing down laws when all you really know it's for is just to give you an impression that time has passed. Well, I don't need to write down 3 minutes of God. You know what I mean? I want
Right.
something to be, I want something to be happening. So I developed. My idea was to have a sequence. I won't tell too much about the game, but I did
Sure.
a sequence-based game. So at the beginning of each period, there'll be a roll, and there's a set number of sequences in that period, and it will give you, um, it will give you within that it will be individual scorers, assists, saves, everything, and I've written some software to go with that. Whether that's ever released, because I will pass the intellectual property over to Craig to do what he wants with. If he comes back and says they don't want the hockey game, then I've had enough people test it to say it's a goer. You know what I mean? They like it,
Right. Right.
and you could spend as much. It can become an express game, or it can become a full play game,
Right.
whichever you want.
Well, I mean, there's a keen interest in hockey in this community. So,
And the other one, which will be my favourite of any, is the horse racing game, because I've got that pretty much. I've been developing it for 20 years, but I've
wow.
I've put that into pocket Pennant run themes, and really, it's played over the first furlong and the last two furlongs of a race, because we know that. I don't know if you're know horse racing at all, but most horse racing games or cycling games, or indeed uh, motor racing games, they fail because you've got to move every horse or every bike or every
Hmm.
car during the middle sections, and we all know that nothing really happens during those middle sections. There might be a few changes, or one might make it a break, but it's so boring moving all those pieces. So I decided that I would treat those as like the peloton in cycling.
Okay.
So that the middle part of the race, just a few things happen, and you only play out the first furlong, and you'll get individual tracks. So every race will be completely different and based on real tracks in America and the UK and France, and jockeys in the US, and there'll be vintage jockeys. I've got it all. I've got it all sorted. And
Well, let me give you a little tip here, Paul. So this was about a year before I started broadcasting on YouTube, but I was already a member of this community. And so something to think about for your horse racing game. So what we used to do, and I don't know if there's, well, Clinton's already gone, but so none of the guys here would remember this that are here now. But every Sunday night we would get together. These guys called the Two Earls, and they shared a YouTube channel for a while. It was really cool. And every Sunday night we would do Apple horse racing. So at that time I was living in the Netherlands. So you can imagine it was 3 in the morning for me when I would get on there, but it was great. It brought the community together. It was amazing. People loved it. So I'm just thinking with what you're talking about, you're going to get a lot of people coming to your channel if you like would do like a weekly race or something like that and get the community involved somehow.
oh,
Um,
that's a good idea, because
yeah.
we're about to move house, so I'm operating in restricted space here at the moment.
Okay.
It's like a dump in my office, because my wife has decided this is where she's storing things until I move. Until we move. But when I get to the new place, I'll have a proper studio like thing built, and I intend doing some live broadcasts as well, because I do like other people's broadcasts, but for channels, yours is my favourite.
Oh, Paul, that means a lot to me. Thank you. I mean, considering this is, we got some great creators in here. So, guys, I was going to ask you: is there's not going to be any mafia involvement in the horse race game? Is there no doping or anything? Right?
Oh, only you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah. So, well, I
The
do have some tenuous connections to one of the five families from years ago, but I'm not going to talk about that on a public forum.
thing is, you've got to remember, like myself in Cyprus, on a daily basis, I don't get to talk about baseball or any of the other sports because no one's interested. So
Right.
come on here, chat with you guys about
Love it.
baseball.
Love
It's,
it when you come on, Paul. You're
yeah.
always welcome. Um, I'm gonna try to snooker you into the McGreevy League, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna
Ah, brilliant, brilliant.
try to use all my persuasive powers. Besides, I mean, here we go. It would be great, right? Because you got you and MV, right? And so he, for the longest time, he has been the spiffing Brit, and I think he needs dethroning, my friend. He does. So I don't know what he's doing over there right now in Blighty, but it's out there. MV, you could have another Brit so coming after you. But this
Let's
was a
say,
real treat, my friend. A real
let's say
treat.
expert, expert. Um, okay, well, do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go and make us a cappuccino, and then I've got to do some real world stuff, help my wife design her artist's website. So,
Okay. MV says, haha, another bounty. The gauntlet has been thrown, Paul.
thank
It has been thrown. Gentlemen, thank you for coming in tonight.
you, thank you.
Please subscribe to Paul Fay's channel. Again, he is the go-to source, really, for pocket pennant run baseball. I do what I can with this game, but Paul knows this inside and out. It's been his ideas that have really, really driven this game, and of course, Craig's hard work. Yeah, and it's not like Craig's like this sort of automaton or anything, but this is fantastic, guys, and anybody out there catching this after the fact, I don't mind proselytizing for this game at all. It's fantastic, and the things that are coming down that Paul's let me know a few things, but I know he hasn't tipped his entire mitt to me. This game is I will say this fearless prediction. Already a serious player. This game, Pocket Pennant Run, because of the freedom that you have to play even right now and no syntax in any game that you want because it's game agnostic, if you will, and what's going to be implemented down the line. This one is going to be, whilst you say this Appa and Strat, you better take notice because you guys have been on your complacent bums for too long. And this kid on the block here is knocking it out of the park so far. It really is. It really, really is. And I hasten to add for anybody checking this later, I am not part of Pocket Pennant Run or
And
anything like that.
neither am I.
Right. So neither of us get a penny from this. We just both believe in this game. And I know a lot of you have really, really been enjoying it. Please, if you're interested in the game and you don't have it, join the Facebook group. It's a great, great group of people on there, very supportive. People are always, posting about their projects. And very, very imaginative. And they're doing a lot of projects, and they're having to use this game plus some things outside of a game like schedulers and things like that. And that the community is welcoming. It's awesome. And Paul, a million thank yous for yeah, just for everything, man, and for being such a good friend too.
And I send that back to you. Thank you. Speak to me when you're awake, and
I shall.
if you send me those files, that'd be brilliant.
I will do that. All right,
Take
gentlemen, we're
take
gonna.
care of it.
All right, Paul. Thank you. He came on as Pablo. I just realized that. So, so anyhow, Samuel Smith letting us know here that Appa and Strat haven't updated in decades, literally. So, yeah, it seems to me, Samuel, that the two big dinosaurs in the baseball gaming community are really kind of looking now toward their digital platforms. And I've been tempted to go back to the Strat Max, but people are telling me to have another look again at Appa Go. So because I understand now they've implemented the master game. Hopefully, there's more ballparks. No offense to Great American Ballpark, but that was the only one you could ever choose for Appa Go. So I really think that's what's happening because this latest update for Appa Baseball for Windows was really just to incorporate Ghost Runner and kind of that crazy stuff. That's why I didn't upgrade. So yeah, I think that there, I mean, and there's competition out there. So I mean, right, for a long time you really had those two, and there were other competitors. I mean, you had Status Pro, you had other games, but those two kind of ruled the roost. But now with games like Inside Pitch, History Maker Baseball, Clay Dreslov Season Ticket Baseball, now you have this. And this goes further than any of the cards and dice game just because of all the things that you can do with it. This is good to have indie developers doing this. So, Samuel Smith says, Master Game is not installed yet. Okay, well, then I'll save my pennies because the Appa Basic game, just there's nothing wrong with it, but I've gotten so used to that's what the Appa Master Game is what I always played cards and dice, and that's what Baseball for Windows is as well. So once those things get implemented, I definitely will try Appa, but I do want to get back to Strat Max, as I've seen some pretty cool updates that I wanted in that game. But frankly, to be honest with you guys, this has become one of my go-to games now. So Out of the Park, Action PC, Diamond Mind. I guess to wait a minute. Out of the Park, I'm so tired. Out of the Park, Action PC, Diamond Mind, this, and Baseball for Windows are the ones I go to. And I'm so excited. I check every day, even though I know that the next update for this game is like maybe a month and a half out. Every time I'll just look just in case there's a surprise. And I mean, just the addition of these player photos. So we're going to be starting a thing where every once in a while tonight I'm going to come on. I'm going to say, look, somebody mention a game in history, whatever it is, and it doesn't matter that obviously this one didn't play out that way. We can talk about the game, talk about the players in the game, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. And Pocket Pennant Run allows us to do that because you don't have to install seasons. You can just play any game that you want. With that being said, I do want to thank Samuel Smith coming in. Samuel Smith not making me spend money tonight. He's giving me a little break. MV was here. Pardon me. Aaron Reed, the man of 1,000 voices. Parallel League was with us. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. Dwayne Mart's and MV, two great channels you guys also should subscribe to. Professor Clinton Parks was with us. Philip Reynolds spent his lunch break with us. So thank you, Philip. Another good channel you guys should subscribe to as well. AP was here. It's been a while since we've seen AP. So thank you, AP, for joining us tonight at the old Ball Orchard, as they would have said in the 19th century. And of course, our big thanks tonight go to Paul Fay. And follow his Perfect Game Project. And follow, he's posting those results and everything on the Facebook group. And if you're interested in Japanese baseball, he's doing it in Japanese baseball as well. Till I see you guys again, which will probably be Sunday night for a game of something or other. I think we'll return to the Boston.com tournament in our Out of the Park stuff. But who knows? I may change my mind 300 times. Be good. Get some rest. Play lots of baseball. And we'll see you around the batting cage. Good night, guys.